I should have put more drinks in the fridge. I'm retarded. You know what I mean? I have drinks. I have the ability to put them in the fridge, but I don't. And then I complain that they're not cold.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Gutter and Birds Quarantine Chronicles, blah, blah, fucking blah, right? And yeah,
Shut up! I'm going to do that now. What? We're going to what?
What? No, I was saying, we just got done. What's going on here?
Your ring looks like it's coming off.
Looks like a what?
Your ring looks like it's like literally sliding off your finger.
Well, it is kind of cold, so it does kind of, but whatever. Yeah, we just got done watching the absolute worst fan film ever fucking produced. And we should fucking know because we have watched a decent amount of fucking fan films.
Yes, we've seen our share of poo.
I mean, you can't even call it a fan film, but they do. So, but yeah, we did a sleepaway camp fan film called At Sleepaway Camp. And guess what? They weren't even at Sleepaway Camp. I didn't bring that up in the review. I should have, but they weren't even at Sleepaway Camp.
Well, we said before that, I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. I lost it. But, dude.
What?
What? Were we talking about the people at the Capitol on the outtakes of the show, or were we just talking about that?
Wait, I don't know. Who knows with us? There's no gap in between filming an episode and filming Quarantine, so it all kind of blurs together for me. And it's in a weird timeline where what just happened now, will be released in the very near future. But the episode we just filmed and just talked about in the beginning of this won't be released for 2 weeks. We live in a weird timeline.
You're trying to explain the Spaceballs timeline to me.
Yeah, but I'm putting my hoodie on, so I'm gonna be going out for a cigarette. But
well, we're both doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I kind of have a kind of updatey type thing to say that tomorrow. What is that? Wednesday the 20th? If you're watching this on the day it came out, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time, me and Trish are doing a live people eat this stuff trivia, being boozled fucking thing. So
nobody's going to watch your stupid crap. They're going to be watching to see if people storm the castle again.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll probably be doing that as we're doing it as well, but who fucking knows? But whatever, I'm doing it live, and you want to know why I'm doing it live? So I don't have to fucking edit that shit. So it just happens. I don't have to do any extra work. I'm lazy.
You're a lazy fuck.
But I'm honest.
Whatever.
And plus, it's I already do 2 episodes a fucking week. That's enough. But I do have fun filming with Trish, so why not just do it live? Live!
Dude, we should have had Ken Onassis go down there whenever they did the riot at the Capitol. I'm Ken Onassis here live! And just punch out a couple Trump supporters without anybody looking. Oopsies!
It's fucking cold out here. As you can see, there's snow in the background of birds. Well, there's actually snow in the background of here, too. But
yeah. So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. There's always something. You could talk about that Texas realtor chick or whatever that, flew the private plane down there or whatever. But, how she ended up there was 2 days beforehand, some random mystery dude messaged her on a Facebook fucking Trump thing and was like, hey, want to take a private jet to DC? And she's like, yes. So they went, and she was like, he's so cute, blah, blah, blah. But then he found some other Trump supporter chick he liked better there, just dumped that bitch, right there, I guess. And then she went in and stormed the Capitol.
I guess when you get dumped, why not storm the Capitol?
So, yeah, I mean, That's pretty crazy. Just some random fucking dude you never met's been like, hey, want to go on a private jet to go to DC? And she's like, yes, I do, because I need a man.
What about the fat congressman who opened up the door for all those people and walked around the building and went to the other side? He literally opened the door for them, walked around. He don't like. These people don't realize there's cameras everywhere. They're catching your movements, and they're like, why did you do that? Why did you go out the back door unnecessarily, leaving the door open? You held it open and let these guys come in, and then just kept going. You went around the building and then went in the front entrance. It's like, why did you do that? It's like, well, they already have evidence that, or well, speculation, more or less, that some of these people were texting supporters and telling them where Nancy was and everything.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I forgot.
That's crazy that they have to, and then they had to vet the National Guard because the FBI had to vet the National Guard because they were afraid that maybe one of them was nuts, a Trump nut, and was going to take a shot at Biden. So uh,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of
But
Nancy,
anyway.
but she put that one dude, that general, Fournier, or I think his name's Fournier or something like that. He was the one dude that went down to Katrina, like when Katrina was going on. He went down, was starting to like make everything move and stuff, and getting everything rolling and stuff. That dude, I like that dude. Like, she put that dude in the head of this whole investigation. That dude's gonna get shit done. Like, that's probably a smart move on her part. Like, I don't like her, but I commend her on that. Like, if you're gonna get someone like that who's honorable, who don't fuck around.
But yeah, so even if you don't want to be watching that tomorrow, if you're one of those people that we kind of rail against that don't want to know anything about the news or whatnot, you can watch me and Trish eat nasty jelly beans tomorrow, 10
It'll
a.m. Eastern time.
it'll be Laramie.
I don't know, man. That's early. So that's some early shit right there for that fucking stoner. I don't know about that. No, I know about that. Her will be the only one there. She will be the only one there. I don't know why. Oh, we were just talking at the end of the episode. We don't understand how words work.
We don't understand how words work. But neither do Trump supporters. And there was proof and evidence to it, as we were talking about before. We were saying about how these dudes are, like, how people are resorting, because we were saying about how they were like rubbing feces, how they're rubbing feces on the wall and stuff. Excrement.
Yes.
They were rubbing excrement on the walls and shit. So like, but like we were saying about how like people are resorting back to fucking caveman days. We hitting each other with rocks and shit, and rubbing poo on the wall and stuff. Like, you don't want to be looked at as crazy. Don't call us stupid and crazy. We're like, well, don't break into the Capitol and rub poop on the wall. I mean, I won't call you crazy because that's what crazy people do. You know, crazy people break into places and rub poop on the wall. I'm sorry, normal people don't do that. But like,
Well, I can.
but to further push my caveman fucking reference, dudes, like what I was saying before, and I'll do it again because I wanted to, is that when you saw these guys on the Senate floor and they were rummaging through papers, I loved that. I was laughing so fucking hard because hold on.
Okay.
These guys, these guys are on the Senate floor, and I just loved watching them try to figure out how words work. You know what I mean? They probably read Big Dog, Little Dog, or they just read gun magazines. Look, put the porn magazines down, guys, and pick up a book once in a while, because they were sitting there with the papers looking at like, yeah, they couldn't figure out how fucking, they were like, and then one of them is like, and it like really hurt their brain. But like, you could see them struggling.
So yeah, man, what was up with that fucking like chick that wanted to sell Pelosi's laptop to Russia. I was like, how is this chick from Harrisburg, this young ass chick, going to get said laptop to Russia? I'm just
But that in itself, how American and patriotic is that? You know
well,
that you're trying.
I see, Parler went down, but now Parler is back up and it's run by this Russian company or whatever. So,
Oh, well, they'd rather be a Russian than a Democrat. Why don't we send them over there? Let's see how well they like it when it's cold 24/7 every day of the year.
well,
And then your president is always the same president because he fucking poisons anyone who tries to like get in his way.
well, that seems like what they want.
Well, then let them go there. I
Yeah,
mean,
they can,
look,
they can,
look,
they can, they can catch, they can catch and dance with fucking Seagal.
it's everybody's white. I don't think everybody's white there, but I'm just saying the mass majority of them are, and that's what they like. So why don't they just go there? They already wear T-shirts that say they'd rather be a Russian, though. Go ahead, see you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was going to say, I honestly can say that, like, in my whole entire life, I have never smeared poop on anything. I mean, I guess besides like toilet paper, but I've never. What?
I was just gonna say like toilet paper, or if you've ever been at a job before and you had the poos and you got like diarrhea and you had to like do an emergency wipe, like take off your undies, and use those a little bit to get some of the excess off. Yeah.
Well, or like if you've ever like had a fucking accident, you just fucking shit yourself, you had to throw away your underwear anyway. You're just like, oh, throw your underwear away.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm not putting that in the wash. I don't want poo washing around with everything else.
Well, I
Like
mean, what are you gonna do? Just walk out of the bathroom carrying it in your hand, like.
Look out.
Like Ghostbusters, like the trap when they're walking with the trap and stuff with the ghost.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Like, well, I could put it right back in there.
Oh man.
So
I got nothing, dude. That Sleepaway Camp fan film fucking destroyed me. It's like we must have got done watching it at like almost the exact same time because I just finished watching it and then you fucking instantaneously fucking called me. And I was just like, as I'm hitting stop, I was like, fuck. And you're like, oh, the first thing you say, you're like, what the fuck was that? Oh, I mean,
I find myself doing that a lot lately. Like watching the news, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Or like watching a movie, whatever. Like everybody, like people, I don't know. Like I watched the Wonder Woman 1984, and everybody on the internet was just up in arms about it and just like, oh, it's great, terrible, that shit. I'm like, it's Wonder Woman 1984, guys. Wonder Woman 1984. Like seriously, say it to yourself one time. Wonder Woman 19. Okay, maybe I should calm down. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's Wonder Woman. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's Wonder Woman. Why are you like, oh my God, the dialogue, everything, stuff. It's fucking Wonder Woman. She's like, hey, stop, bad guy. No, Wonder Woman, how dare you stop me? Like, what'd you expect the fucking dialogue to be? Like Shakespearean? Shut up. Most of you fuckers can't even read.
well, and just like, what do you expect whenever you hire somebody to be Wonder Woman? This it's like her whole entire thing's just being sexy. That's it. But anyway, I
And
got nothing on Wonder
I
Woman.
mean, you can't really argue that if she is pretty hot tamales. I'm sure there's more to her than just a pretty face.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of that too. But acting ability is not one of those things.
Well, let's see how good your chops are. Get up there on the stage.
I don't even understand how words work, dude. What makes you think I would do anything of any sort better?
What qualifies you to question Gal Gadot's acting ability.
I question everybody's acting ability. It's what I do. It's what I do.
It's what I do. Yeah.
I question everything and everybody. I'm a cynical fucking old fucking surly bastard.
You're not the critic that the world asked for, but you're the critic that it needs.
No, you can't. I can't even consider us that because we're not. We just. I don't know what the fuck we are. What are we? Hey, everybody, what are we?
Douchebags.
Yeah, pretty fucking much.
Fat, stupid, loud, idiotic, opinionated, hypocritical.
Yeah, yeah.
Fat.
Keep going.
Yeah, you know. We're all that, and we're Americans. That's what we are. How you doing? Fat, stupid, dangerous. That's gonna
Yeah,
be our
and,
anthem. You know, pretty much
and we're unapologetic for it. So yeah, we are definitely Americans.
that should definitely be America's new national anthem. Fat, stupid, and dangerous. I'm just kidding. Not all of us. Some of us
Mm.
are semi-normal. Not us, but other people.
Eh, I don't necessarily buy that because like everybody's fucking crazy.
Bob Ross was normal.
I'm sure he probably wasn't.
Probably not. But
He
he,
had
but I,
probably
but
had
you
night
know what?
terrors from Nom or something.
I find myself lately watching some Bob Ross because the dude's so calming. You can't help but be calm watching Bob. He's just like, the dude's voice lulls you. You're just sitting there like, ah. You listen to the happy, nice, soothing voice of Bob Ross, and then he wakes you up when he smacks the paving. You're like, what? He's like, let's, and I do every time. It was so funny watching the dude because like he'd sit there and he'd be like, okay, let's have a little fun. I'm like, dude, he just said that 10 seconds ago. I thought we were having fun, Bob. That wasn't fun. Oh, now we're on to the fun. Where's the fun, Bob? You know?
Yeah. Hey man, there are no accidents, man.
No, Bob said, do whatever you want. And that was cool about Bob. He was just like, make it however you want. I'm just doing whatever. Bob was the chillest dude ever. You know, I don't think you can get him. I mean, you had Willie Nelson, Bob Ross, you know, Fred Rogers. I don't think you can get any chiller than that. That's pretty chill there. I don't think, well, maybe Bob would probably partake with the Willie thing. Fred wouldn't, but Fred's just naturally chill. You know, I don't think there's ever going to be another living. I think, yeah, yeah, I don't know. There's never going to be another Fred Rogers. Nobody like that. Nobody
Yeah.
genuine person, good, decent person. You know, and I know you were like, I'm sure he was a dick when he was a kid. I'm like, everybody's a dick when they're a kid.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. But no, I was gonna say, but man, motherfuckers be hating Fred Rogers. They're the reason why everybody's messed up today. Because everybody's special because of Fred Rogers. Like Fox News hates Fred Rogers.
I credit Fred Rogers for people being decent and nice to each other. Fox News comes straight from Satan's asshole. Nobody cares about Fox but God. Brian Kilmeade, another douche. I think his name is Douche. And then there's that blonde bimbo in the middle, always looking confused because those two Neanderthal dickheads are talking about shit they have no idea, and she's like, that's all they do is just go like that. They have nothing good to say.
I know I've talked about before, but what is it with the fucking goddamn like all these like right wing chicks talking heads that they're all blonde and mostly attractive? They have like a type. Fox
Because
News has a type.
no, that's them, but that's it probably what because that's what the dear leader likes. The dear leader likes blonde, close to looking like his daughter. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Because it's just a weird. weird. Like nobody ever wants to touch that. Someday they'll touch it. Someday Trump supporters will touch that hot plate and be like, ah, shit. Be like, because they refuse to look at the fact that their dear leader has a weird, strange, creepy fascination with his own daughter. They don't want to look at that, or maybe they just accept it because that's what they do. They're like, oh,
Maybe.
cousin Betty Lou looking awfully fine this morning, while we have our white only pie. You know, dude,
What's white only pie?
huh?
What's white only pie?
Well, I was just making a reference to a world they'd rather live in. They want whites only pie. They want whites only bathrooms. They want white only, you know?
Okay, so speaking of fucking just ignorant fucking assholes, right? I always punish myself because I always look at comments, right? And I saw a news story that said, "Oh, they're making a Barbie doll of Maya Angelou," and
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yes.
like, let's see what the comments fucking say about this. And you go in there, and all you see is the wall of fucking just assholes, just big assholes. You're just like, seriously, you have nothing better to do with your time than bitch about them making a fucking Barbie doll.
Because it has such an impact on their lives, dude. You know, yeah. If doing that, like if they had an Oprah Barbie or whatever, like, oh my God, Michelle Obama Barbie, oh my God, dude. If they made a Michelle Obama Barbie, can you imagine the comments then? People sit there and they're like, people are so disrespectful to Melania, and I'm like, really? Do you want to know what they said about Michelle Obama? Jesus Christ.
Well, dude, it's pretty fucked up because they're like, Melania's classy. It was like, no fucking person that you can Google and look at their super fucking stretched out, hard, fake fucking tits online is a classy fucking person. Because you could do that. You could Google it and look at for today, the First Lady's rock hard, fake fucking tits. You can do
Well, I,
that.
I
You
think
can't
they,
do that for any other First Lady.
no, that's true. I think they wanted to look at her, like they looked at her like she was Jackie O and just ignored the fact that she couldn't speak a word of English. They were just like, oh, look how elegant she is. I'm like, have you heard her talk yet? They're like, oh, we won't speak of such things in this here house. You
Oh,
know,
dude,
Because
the whole thing.
then they'd have to acknowledge that listening to her talk, they might as well be on a Eastern European fucking battlefront because she's like, it's wonderful to meet you. My husband's very smart and brave, and you're like, fuck. Or they just have her copy one of Michelle's speeches, word for word.
But the main thing why she's classy and everything else is just because she's not white. I mean, she is white. She's not black, is what I was gonna say. That's why they say she's classy, even though you can look, like I said before, at her rock hard fake fucking tits online.
Yeah, I seen them. They are fucking weird looking. They look like Kelly Loeffler's eyes. Like one's going this way, the other one's that way. She looks like a fucking gecko. And you're like, like how did anybody that fucking ostrich neck, fucking bird beak, fucking cross-eyed, like how she thought she was just gonna go in front of people and robotically say, "My radical left liberal Orthodox, like, dude, she was seriously like, like, and just the way she looked, she seriously looked like an ostrich. They just sit there and like they do this thing, like yeah, their eyes are all fucking on the side of their head. That's how she looked. Like she could literally look on both sides of her.
I can't help it. I'm just still thinking about fucking Melania's fucking topless fucking, or her fucking picture. But now I'm picturing Rango where her tits are. You know.
Fish eyes. Fish eyes. Well, dude,
Well. I
I
said Rango, so it'd be like chameleon eyes.
people like what do you think? How long do you think it takes before them two are divorced?
Tomorrow.
I don't think she's gonna want to ride that hog for life.
You think she's ridden that hog in a while? You think he can get it up? Because like within the last month, you think that dude's been able to get it up without like the help of a popsicle stick, and duct tape?
Dude, that guy is so like I don't know, he's so angry. That has to be a sign that he can't get hard anymore or something. He's just an angry old fuck, like it's so gotta be a sign. Or maybe like I don't know. I'm an angry old fuck. Maybe I don't can't get it. You still working? Ethan.
Please don't test it out here.
Arise from your grave. And then all of a sudden he pokes his head out. He's like, he pokes his head out like this. He's like, beware of the Jew.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, I got
So,
nothing.
yeah, I really got nothing either.
Hey,
So,
my mother said to me the other day, it was hilarious. She's like, I like Mike Pence. You know, and I'm like looking at her like, fucking why? I was like, the guy's been a goddamn fucking mannequin for 4 years. I don't think I've ever seen him give a facial expression. He never smiles. He doesn't laugh.
flies landing on him and shit. Flies landing on him and shit.
Flies landing on him. He just like nothing. Like seriously, what the fuck? It's the Stepford husband where he's just like, I have no opinion of my own. You know, like hello, I am Mike Pence. Nice to see you. I'm like, Mom, that guy couldn't be any more robotic. If you opened up the back of him and saw electronics, my mother probably still be like, because my mother on Facebook, she has all these right wing fucking nut job friends of hers. My mom put on some, she's like, I'm so disappointed in Trump. And one of her friends was like, "The Democrats have been fucking going on a bunch of motherfucker." It just like fucking ranting and raving about all this stuff. Like they've been like blackmailing them, and this whole thing was everybody at the riot was Antifa, and I'm like, "Oh, Mom, you got to get rid of those people, man. They are fucking stone cold secret."
Okay, well, speaking of, okay, I have a cousin. My the only cousin that we actually used to hang out with back in the day, without naming names or anything.
Hey, yeah,
This dude, I mean, well, he, I, he said I was a Marine. Pretty sure he wasn't a Marine.
no, he
He
was.
was like, I was in the mob. No, you weren't.
He's like
But
Steven.
now,
He's like Steven Seagal if he wasn't fat.
yeah, so he unfriended me years ago, right? But his
Yeah.
wife still has me on there. And then, like, she was bitching about something, and I saw his fucking comment, and I was like, huh, I'm gonna go look at his Facebook page and see what the fuck, dude. That dude is hardcore fucking like the Punisher fucking skull, like, defending the fucking insurrection, I mean, like, hardcore. Like, hardcore. I'm like, wow, I'm surprised he didn't go that hardcore.
Well, because he's a shit talker. You know, like he's like, I was this, I was that. You were none of those things. None of those things. Come on, man. He's never been honest with himself once. So yeah, he's one of those. He's the honest to God, true to the life cosplay fucking tough guys that he talks a great big game, but then when it comes down to it, he's like, I got shit to do. You know, when it's time to throw
Yeah, just
comes time to throw hands, all of a sudden you all man, look at the time. Like can't do it.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. It's craziness that
Hey,
like this
look, we all
that.
got we all got stupid in our family. I got stupid in my family that's about to pass down his stupid to his next, the next of kin stupid, and then that will probably pass down the stupid to their kin, and then they're stupid, 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 and forming one big giant stupid fucking tree of stupid. Would
Yeah.
Like, I plan on carrying on the tradition of tasteless black jokes in my family for generations. You know, well, good on you.
I got nothing on that.
That's just how it's going to continue because people teaching their kids what they know because they got taught that, you know, at a very young age to hate the guy next to him, you know. So,
Well, I did see something pretty crazy. Like Time magazine did like a photographer's like view of 2020 or whatever, man. 2020 was a crazy fucking year, dude. Just all the pictures, like crazy people at Trump rallies, like or just like the like the fucking Black Lives Matter protests, fucking tear gas shit, fucking people all beat up, fucking you know empty fucking streets because of like the beginning of the pandemic fucking deal. It's just like, dude, just going through and looking at that dude's fucking pictures from the year, fucking crazy fucking year, man.
yeah.
And 2021 got crazier. It was like right off the bat, it's like, fuck you.
It's like, oh, yeah, 2020, check this out. And you're like,
Hold
oh,
my beer.
yeah. And like, it's so funny. Like, I heard like a story. It was like, all south of Florida or whatever felt rumbling or something for whatever weird reason. It was like everybody thought it was an earthquake or something. And I'm like, break away, fall into the ocean, break away, fall into the ocean, break away. I was really hoping it would happen, for a split second. And then I was like, oh, that's horrible. I can't think that, you know. But I was really hoping like for a split second that it would break away and move, not sink, but just move far enough away that we can consider it its own country, kind of island thing. And like everyone who doesn't like America and democracy, Florida is right there.
Yeah, I mean, it could kind of be, or we could do like Escape from LA kind of deal whenever, California fell off the map and they turned it into like a prison thing. We could turn Florida into a prison because most of the fucking people that deserve to be in Florida are already there. So we'll just pen them off.
Yeah.
That would include my in laws because they're in Florida right now. So pen that shit off real quick before they come back.
Hurry up. Somebody start Hacksaw. Just sitting there cutting at the borderline. Like,
Oh, but dude, they've been talking about like rumblings at fucking Yellowstone and shit. It's like, oh yay! So that's what 2021 needs: a massive fucking explosion of Yellowstone, which will cover the world in darkness, or at least America in darkness for an amount of time.
well, it would be like, yeah, how fitting would that be? They're like, oh, we've been hearing, but they've been saying that for fucking ever.
Yeah,
Like
I know. I know.
every time National Geographic gets a chance, they try to scare the piss out of people with Yellowstone. They're like, ooh, and then a real scientist at the very end is like, yeah, we're probably not going to see it for a long time. And they're like, well, wait, the whole thing was about how it was going to explode like now. And they're like, nah, we just wanted to scare you.
But also, it could just happen anyway. Anything could just happen. We're in the year of anything. The last 2 years of anything can happen.
Yeah, great. Well, could you stop saying that? Because I'd rather not have the whole country stuck in darkness. And guess what, douche? If Yellowstone goes, it's not going to be just covered in darkness. We're probably all going to die.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So, yeah. Yeah. I don't want that. So, thanks. I don't
And
want to
we'll
burn
still
their
and we'll
fat.
still be doing this. The world is dying, and me and you, like, no electricity, no phone, no camera, no nothing. Be like, it's Tuesday, gotta film. So we'll just be sitting in two completely different locations, just being like, worst movies on YouTube, and just babbling. And if Trish and Jamie are still alive, they just be like, these motherfuckers are goddamn insane.
They won't be alive. They probably have more survival skills than us. They probably will be alive. We'll be the ones dead.
Yeah, well, I mean,
On the
yeah.
tradition of doing the show because we will be dead. But yeah, let's. I don't want to talk about Yellowstone. I don't want to talk about anything. Why are we still doing this? I thought we were ending.
Yeah, so did I. I think we said we got nothing like 4 or 5 times throughout this 35 minutes of rambling.
We keep coming up with stuff.
Do we? Or does just diarrhea just keep falling out of our mouths?
Diarrhea is like a storm raging inside you.
I've got a bad case of diarrhea. I've got a bad case of diarrhea. Oh, I love that video. All of those weird Japanese fucking translation ones are fucking weird, man.
You know, I'm which which one of the like the girls? Which one of the proud girls is the one that like decided like I know to get my point across, and then just rubbed it on the wall? Yeah, Leroy was here.
Whew.
I don't know. I guess the
So,
next time you're unhappy about something, break in, storm the Capitol, and rub poop on the floor.
don't do that. Nobody do that. I mean, it's pretty messed up in the time. We're in a time where somebody's going to say, don't do that.
But that's what we do now. Like, hey, I'm
I guess.
unhappy.
So, are we actually going to end this now? Okay, so anyway, that's it. See you guys later.